電車が参ります。ご注意ください。
Hello everyone, welcome to my first episode of the KalaniCast, or the podcast name anyways. The first episode will be recorded in English, uh, in English, which is the language that my friend Kento speaks, and me as well a little bit. So Kento is an artist who lives in LA, and we meet there, we became friends there, and he is here today to have a little talk about life, about stuff. How are you, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Kalani?
I'm very fine. We have some computer issues, right?
Yeah, I had some computer issues and my phone's full and the camera doesn't turn on. My backup computer has no Wi-Fi, so it's just like we're just doing through Instagram call.
Yeah, you reveal the secret, but that's okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when things don't work, we just need to do them anyway, right? That's why we are here recording, having conversations and stuff.
Yes.
So, alright. I want to talk about subjects. We met by accident in Burbank, that's right.
Yes. And what was I wearing?
You were wearing a propeller hat.
Propeller hat.
Propeller hat?
And overalls.
Alright, so I want to ask you something about that because, like, you have a pretty unique style. I feel like you are an artist and you like to express feelings and moods and lifestyle in every way, including your clothes, your accessories, the hat that is a very interesting, very different than people like use in the street, and that's actually what caught my attention. I don't know what caught your attention to come talk to me. It was probably the shirt.
Yeah, your sunglasses. I think you had sunglasses on, and you look like a gangster. So I just want to talk to you.
What you said? You think I look
You're
like
like
what?
a gangster. You're wearing like a leather jacket and like sunglasses, so like you look cool. And like I asked what you're wearing and all that. So yeah, I had the confidence to come up to you at a bus stop near my house, and yeah, so that's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met. And you said I was like confident and stuff. I was having a pretty nice time, you know. I was first time living alone, not completely alone, but by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a foreign country, speaking a language I was not very used to, but I was dealing with it very well. So I was probably going to work or to the school, and I was very happy at that time.
Yeah, when I first looked at you, I thought you were kind of a serious person, but you're very outgoing and kind of fun person. And yeah, so never assume people until I approach them and talk to them and see what they say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
So the reason I was wearing that costume at that time, right now I'm wearing a different costume. So the reason I wore the propeller hat and the overalls is because I wanted to make other people's dream come true, and I thought that outfit kind of represented that. So the propeller hat idea came from this animation from Japan. The name is Doraemon. Doraemon is a robot cat from the future, 22nd century, comes back to 21st century and helps out this fourth grader who's sucking at school and
I can relate to
Not
that. I think I will
not
watch
being
this
able,
anime.
not being able to do anything. And yeah, so this robot cat helps this kid out, but every time the robot cat helps the kid out, the kid takes advantage of this robot cat who's all the tools to make him lazy.
The kid was wearing the hat then.
Yeah,
That's it.
so
Okay.
the propeller hat comes from one of this thing that the robot cat has. It's called tachycopter. It's made like it's a bamboo helicopter that you can just put it on your head and it flies.
Damn, this seems
It
very
helps you
interesting.
get around. Yeah, yeah,
All right. So going back to the subject about like meeting people and just walking around and making new friends, I saw a video of you talking
Yeah.
about like how talking to strangers is something actually good. And I feel that, I understand that, and I even agree with that. And I want to hear like what you have to say about talking to strangers and this kind of social skills.
So, yes, talking to strangers is a great skill to have in the first place, is because whatever business or whatever you're trying to get to, you got to talk to people.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're little, I think your parents told you stranger danger and all that, but I wanted to question that, and then I figured 99% of people are good people. They just wanna get by their day, and, live a happy life. So, yeah, I believe talking to strangers is as someone. I'm 21 right now, but maybe when you're in high school, it's a bit. No, high school's good. High school, you could just start doing when you're middle school, high school. Yeah, so talking to strangers is a great skill to have even at a young age.
Yeah, I agree with you. And like
Yeah.
I found very interesting what you say about the 99% of people should be good or they are.
Yeah.
What I feel about that, what I think is that like there are moments to go talk to people, and there are moments and occasions that you really shouldn't. So like especially when you are a kid, I understand why we should say to kids, teach them that they should not talk to strangers, because you see your in my case, my little brother, he's 8 years old, he goes around, some adult comes with candy and hijack them. But
Yeah.
like this is not something that people should carry
Yeah.
for their life, because there are moments, because we can say, okay, I don't want to talk to strangers, it's dangerous, but
Yeah.
a lot of times you are like in a social place, and these
Yeah.
places, I feel that are the places where 99% of people, they're not there to make some strange shit, they're not trying to
Yeah.
take advantage of you. Maybe you are just
Yeah.
seeing art or watching a movie, you wanna just talk to someone about what you just saw, what their impressions, and make new friends with
Yeah.
the same interests,
Yeah. And do you know about this concept of like 6 degrees of separation?
6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees of separation. The person you want to meet is 6 people away from the person you met.
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw some videos explaining like the 6 degrees between someone and other one, like Donald Trump or fucking Obama.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's very cool.
I believe in that concept, and yeah, so mutual connections get you to where you want. I want to be a professional artist, living as a professional artist. So just going out talking to strangers, just random. I would go out to anybody. uh, I would just let. So what I'm doing right now is I carry a bunch of Sharpies in my pocket.
What's that?
I carry a bunch of Sharpies.
Sharpies.
Yeah, Sharpies, and then I wear a white jumpsuit, and I go out and let people draw on my jumpsuit.
Right, I saw this jumpsuit.
Yeah, so I'll just let from children to all the way up to, you know, uh, old people. I would just let anybody draw my jumpsuit, you know.
Your jumpsuit is exclusive for strangers or not?
What do you mean it's exclusive for strangers? It's for everybody that feels safe approaching.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was asking because like normally someone would ask famous people to sign stuff.
Yeah, so I'll let famous people sign up. I'll let restaurants do it. I'll let people in the airplane do it. I'll let people in the national forest do it. Yes, I do it everywhere. I just don't believe like I have to purchase famous person so I can get to this place. I believe every human connection is valid as any other connection.
Yeah. Let me ask you something that is related to the white jumpsuit.
Yeah.
In my search, I found when I first saw this white jumpsuit, you mentioned about being kicked out of Amoeba Hollywood.
Yeah, Amoeba, yeah.
Amoeba.
Amoeba Records, yeah. And quote unquote, I was soliciting. I was just trying to talk to people, and like I was distracting employees, so like the manager was getting me out.
Oh, so you were talking to you were asking the employees to write your jumpsuit?
Yeah, and like the employees were like, you know, pushing me to let other coworkers write on my jumpsuit. So like I was like, cool, this is what I do and all that. And then the manager comes there like 45 minutes later and said, you gotta go. And I was just like, I'm trying to have a pleasant conversation with him. You want to draw on jumpsuit? He said no. I said, okay.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do, right?
Yeah.
This all this social skill stuff is very like it depends on emotions, right? Because
Yeah.
I yeah, talk.
Yeah. Being able to read social cues. Yeah. On all that. Yeah.
So I feel very frustrated when like someone because I've been in situations where I was not able to like see my thoughts very clearly. What I mean about that, I just wanted to talk to people and I couldn't for any reasons, and I went and I work my way out of it, like
Yeah.
with internal thoughts. Like I can do this. It's easy to talk to people. I feel like you just need to have the first. You just need to push yourself. You don't need to think all the way through. You just need to push yourself to say hi to someone.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it's very frustrating when you are with someone that is even worse than you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you wanna make them like these people are cool people. Let's talk to them. Let's go. We are in an interesting place. We are doing something fun. Let's have the fun we are meant to have, right? But some people are so close to in their minds, and I kind of can relate to that. But it's a big frustration.
Yeah. 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 All I want to do is just talk to them, what's going on, figure out if my objective, being an artist, just trying to show some art. If you have anything related to art, any kind of information, I will try to get from them. And I try to tell my knowledge and good news I have, just like Jesus Christ, what he did with his existence,
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, I'm just trying to go out my way, tell the good news I have, and yeah, I think people are programmed by society, so I'm just trying to get out of that programming and try to stop. Uh, like this is this is not the way. This is the way, and you may grasp on that, and you may not. This is what I believe,
All right, that's cool.
and we can agree or respectfully disagree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I just have these conversations with strangers.
Do you like to be influenced by people or to influence people the most?
Both, actually. I think we did not invent everything, and we will not. We didn't invent. Yeah, we were influenced by someone, and we can choose to be influenced by someone.
Maybe when you see that someone is like, for example, I want to be a film director. If I see someone that is a film director, I just wanna like, maybe that's even a problem because you change who you are, but I just really want to get something out of the conversation to really
Yeah.
have some, not like literally asking for advice, but just to this the silhouette of the person, what this tells me about them, you know.
I, I think people make assumptions about other people in their head. Say, even they'll talk about the person's social media in the past. I would just like, I just don't talk about it in the first conversation I have with them. You know, I just judge them as I go, and I don't judge them by their past.
I didn't quite get the last thing you said.
I don't want to judge by their past. I just want to say hi. It's like if social media didn't exist, and if the internet didn't exist, and if anything, news report didn't exist, we wouldn't be able to tell if that person is dangerous or safe or we just we need to be able to critically think when we approach people. So that's a skill I'm developing.
Yeah, this is very useful these days. I don't think just these days, but because I really feel like we can talk about like our age and be like, oh, that's society is ruining, but I feel like the humanity has a long time ago started thinking like that, and I don't think any of the ages was wrong. I feel like we do have to improve as society and our individuals as well.
I'm sure like the Native Americans, when the Europeans arrived, I don't think they made assumptions about Europeans that they're dangerous. But then as they went on, Europeans became a threat. And Europeans wiped out a 90% population. That was bad. But yeah, be able to critically think and detect safety and danger. I think it's an important skill to have in life.
Yeah, I feel like if you know what you want, you just can, you aren't gonna be foolish, you know,
You're not going to be foolish.
by anyone, because the error comes from the confusion. Because if you really know what you're doing and you're paying attention to what you're doing, like what could go wrong, you know, very minor stuff. When we get the when we do a mistake, we start panicking, and this leads to another mistake, and it's not just the panic. Like when you just think someone is so pretty, you lose your breath. This is not something very good for you. Or you think someone is like a lot of people who sees a celebrity, a famous person, they just go mad. They loses their heads, and
They lose their mind.
yeah, they lose their minds.
They don't make a second guess that these poor people are just people like human, like you. So I think about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Do you know Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
No.
It was a TV show back in the 90s, up to the 90s, maybe the 60s. Yeah, so Mr. Rogers would, you know, it was a children's show, and he always tried to clear assumptions about people.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, even if a person is mad or, you know, crazy, he would use his kindness to never make assumptions about people. And that's how that children's show was. And I want to use that skill and to myself and to the real world.
I will write down what you say and I will ask you later so you can like write for me the reference you made. So is the Rob you don't need to say it right now, but is the Robert anime and the 90s show. Later I get to you to
It was not animation, it was a TV show. It's like a children's show. Okay. Mr. Rogers and a stranger or some policeman or some kind of, yeah. So it was a good TV show.
yeah, I like the like kindness stuff because I feel like we have a lot of assumptions about people, and I think it is kind of human to have that, but as a society we cannot like live with this, and we can even we it's not like we are getting something good out of it, ever. So yeah, like changing the subject violently.
Yeah. Okay.
Changing the subject violently. Uh, I have here this great paint of yours, this red and green head. So what is about? What is the what can you say about this art?
Which one? The one that I sent you?
Yes,
Oh, it's called Confusion.
confusion. Cool.
Yeah. So I have the hand on my face, right? You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I woke up from like a bad dream, and I felt so confused because I'll never commit this kind of crime in real life.
Oh, so you had a dream where you committed a crime.
I had a dream. I had a dream myself committing a crime.
And was it disturbing?
It was disturbing, yeah.
Do you want to talk about the crime or not?
I could talk about the crime.
Yeah, but like I think the most important thing is how you felt in relation of the dream itself.
I felt so jaded. I felt so confused. Like I was having two or three multiple different emotions stacked up on each other. I was like, didn't know how to feel. So I wanted to solve that through just doing art.
All right.
And this was a way to solve that problem.
Cool. And I'm just very curious. What crime did you have you committed?
Robert,
Robbery.
in the dream. In the dream.
All right.
Not GTA. Not GTA. Okay.
I feel like dreams are something very interesting. I heard that if you do you write down your dreams?
Mm, Sometimes I get the same dream like years later, and I remember, oh, I've had this dream before. I'm in the same world.
You know what I think about that? I think it's possible to have the same dream again, but I feel like the deja vu sensation we have in real life, we can have in dreams as well.
Yeah.
So,
David Lynch talks about dreams and stuff. I want my dream back. That kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see the dream or.
That's very cool. Today I had a very interesting dream, but it's completely nonsense, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I
Yeah, some dreams are psychedelic, some dreams are cinematic, some dreams are just totally
Yeah. So the art you sent me is a self-portrait.
It's a self-portrait, yes, with a hand on my hand.
So
So I took a picture of myself and started like sketching around it. I didn't follow all the lines, and that's why it turned out like the hairline's kind of messed up, and the hand is not totally a hand. So yeah, and taking like inspiration from expressionism, uh, post-impressionism, and modern art, just like combine all the knowledge, and I came up with this concept.
that's very interesting. I was going to ask you that about the reference and stuff. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
When I look at like a painting, I try to think about like historical references. How much is this art similar to other historical art? So using that skill, I make art. You know, there are preferences I like, and there are things that I don't like. So I just I even take things that I don't like and think about it because it might be useful later.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we cannot ignore everything we don't like.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
More things we don't like. Sometimes I'll just go to the store and pick up the most random thing, and that might lead to something else, and it might come back to me later. Oh, this is a great idea. So you never know. You just never know when you have the best idea.
yeah, you never know, and you never know. Like the thing that uh, I make a point with this I don't know stuff is that sometimes something bad happens in your life,
Yeah.
and this leads to a better thing in the end. So you end up in a better situation, and you think like, whoa, this time ago I was so sad that maybe I was fired or something, and everything turned out better than I expected, and in a different way.
Yeah.
And I just feel like some things are closed and some things are open. So a job that you like work in the same store every day, the same hours, and it just takes all of your time. Maybe it's something that you don't actually like talk to. You talk to clients, but you don't get to really meet real people in a lot of different locations and places.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And Rick Rubin said that even the greatest producer alive said that he doesn't know music. So
What he said?
he said he doesn't know music. Even the greatest producer will say he doesn't know about music.
Oh yeah, is the talk like when you think you know something, you don't know it at all. If you start to understand a little bit, you realize the ocean of knowledge. You face this endless ocean of knowledge.
Yes. If you don't assume anything, you'll have a wealth of knowledge. If you don't assume, if you go into something you don't know anything, you'll learn a lot more things about that subject.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll just forget everything and try to